Programmer-defined functions can be a. value-returning functions only, b. void functions only, c. either value-returning or void functions, d. The correct answer is either value-returning or void functions. A class D can be derived from a class C which is derived from a class B which is derived from a class A. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. To use the strcpy function you must include the header file in your program. A. assign.h, b. copy.h, c. string.h, d. strcpy.h. The correct answer is string.h. The number of the relational operators in the C language is A4, B6, C3, D1. The correct answer is 6. Which of the following tells C to display numbers with 2 decimal places? A. set decimal 2, B. setis flags 2, C. setis flags 2.00, D. set precision 2. The correct answer is set precision 2. A function that is called automatically each time an object is destroyed is A. constructor, B. destructor, C. destroyer, D. terminator. The correct answer is destructor. We can output text to an object of class ofstream using the insertion operator because A. the ofstream class is a stream, B. the insertion operator works with all classes, C. we are actually outputting to quote, D. the insertion operator is overloaded in ofstream. The correct answer is the insertion operator is overloaded in ofstream. The operator that allocates new memory is A. allocate, B. mem, C. new, D. next. The correct answer is new. A comment. A is a node that can be put into the source code. B is ignored by the compiler. C starts with the character pair. D. all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Which of the following is a valid identifiers? A. record 1, B. 1 record, C. return, D. tax. The correct answer is record 1. The functions go in the section of a class definition. A. declaration, B. implementation, C. prototype, D. functioning. The correct answer is implementation. You can throw A. a scalar variable, B. a constant, C. a programmer-defined class object, D. any of these. The correct answer is any of these. You invoke a function with a function. A. call, B. declaration, C. definition, D. prototype. The correct answer is call. Which is a good guideline for creating function names? A. use all lowercase letters to identify the functions as C functions. B. use long names to reduce the likelihood of creating a duplicate function name. C. use abbreviations as much as possible to save both keystrokes and memory. D. avoid the use of digits because they are easily confused with letters. The correct answer is avoid the use of digits because they are easily confused with letters. Reserving memory during program execution is known as reserving it. A. dynamically, B. statically, C. functionally, D. powerfully. The correct answer is dynamically. Rohan motors is A. character literal constant, B. numeric literal constant, C. string literal constant, D. variable. The correct answer is string literal constant. A programming structure that contains data and a pointer to the next object is A. template, B. class, C. pointer class, D. linked list. The correct answer is Linked list. A variable declared in a function is called an variable. A. Area. B. Global. C. Local. D. Reference. The correct answer is local. When you write to a file rather than the screen, you use the C class. A. IOStream. B. Filed. C. fstream. D. Disk class. The correct answer is fstream. Which of the following numerical values is a invalid constants? A. 0.7. B. 9.3 L2. C. 27512. D. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. The correct answer is 27512. To use the this pointer with a member function, you A. declare this as static. B. declare this as global. C. define this as equal to the address of the appropriate object. D. do nothing, it is automatically supplied for you. The correct answer is do nothing, it is automatically supplied for you. A function that is prototyped as int calculateint num may A. receive an integer variable named num from the main program. B. receive any integer variable from the main program. C. either A or B. D. neither A nor B. The correct answer is either A or B. A do-while loop contains A. only one statement between the do statement and the while statement. B. several statements between the do statement and the while statement. C. no statement at all between the do statement and the while statement. D. only two statement between the do statement and the while statement. The correct answer is several statements between the do statement and the while statement. The braces that surround the code in a C program. A. show what code goes in a particular function. B. delimit a section of code. C. separate the codes from the constant. D. separate the source file from the subject file. The correct answer is delimit a section of code. The indirection operator is the A. asterisk. B. ampersand. C. $sign. D. plus sign. The correct answer is asterisk. Local variables. A. are created outside a block. B. are known only to that block. C. continue to exist when their block ends. D. are illegal in C. The correct answer is are known only to that block. Directives must be present. A. before the main function. B. after the main function. C. at the end of the program. D. anywhere in the program body. The correct answer is before the main function. Programmers prefer to declare almost all variables. A. at the beginning of each function. B. globally. C. on one line. D. with cryptic names. The correct answer is at the beginning of each function. You have declared an integer pointer called point. You have also declared an integer called number. Which statement is the correct format? A. point number. B. point number. C. point number. D. point number. The correct answer is point number. If you wanted to sort many large objects or structures, it would be most efficient to A. place them in an array and sort the array. B. place pointers to them in an array and sort the array. C. place them in a linked list and sort the linked list. D. place references to them in an array and sort the array. The correct answer is place pointers to them in an array and sort the array. A function that is prototyped as double calculateint num may A. receive a double constant such as 3.9. B. receive a double variable. C. either A or B. D. neither A nor B. The correct answer is neither A nor B. The printer can be accessed using the predefined file name. A. printer file. B. print. C. quote. D. prnlpt1 etc. The correct answer is PRNLPT1 etc. The best functions have A. High cohesion and tight coupling. B. High cohesion and loose coupling. C. Low cohesion and tight coupling. D. Low cohesion and loose coupling. The correct answer is high cohesion and loose coupling. One of the valid escape sequences used in the C language is A. Z. B. C. D. S. The correct answer is a default constructor. A takes no arguments. B has default values for all its arguments. C either A or B. D neither A nor B. The correct answer is either A or B. Which of the following will increase the value stored in the first element of the phi array by 2? A. Amount 0 amount 02. B. Amount phi 0 amount phi 02. C. Film 4 dot amount 0 film 4 dot amount 02. D. Phi 0 dot amount phi 0 dot amount 2. The correct answer is phi 0 dot amount phi 0 dot amount 2. Which loop always processes its instructions at least once? A. Do while. B. For. C. While. D. The correct answer is do while. When a new class is derived from an existing class, the derived class member functions have names that differ from base class function names. A. May. B. May if the two classes have the same name. C. Must. D. Must not. The correct answer is may. A static data member is given a value A. Within the class definition. B. Outside the class definition. C. When the program is executed. D. Never. The correct answer is outside the class definition. Refers to the process of locating and removing the errors in a program. A. Analyzing. B. Correcting. C. Debugging. D. Executing. The correct answer is debugging. Static variables are sometimes called A. Class variables. B. Functional variables. C. Dynamic variables. D. Auto variables. The correct answer is class variables. You can pass to functions A. Copies of individual structure members. B. Copies of entire structures. C. Pointers to structures. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Element double array 7 is which element of the array? A. The 6th. B. The 7th. C. The 8th. D. Impossible to tell. The correct answer is the 8th. Which of the following statements opens a file named temp.dat for output? A. Outfile.open temp.dat. B. Fileout.output temp.dat. C. Openfile.out temp.dat. D. Fileopen.out temp.dat. The correct answer is outfile.open temp.dat. Which of the following will store the letter H in a character variable named initial? A. Initial H. B. Initial H. C. Initial H. D. Initial H. The correct answer is initial H. Compared with the classes from which they are derived, inherited classes may have A. Additional data members. B. Additional member functions. C. Both A and B. D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. A class named student must have a constructor whose name is A. Student. B. Student. C. Constructor. D. Any legal C name. The correct answer is student. To write data that contains variables of type float to an object of type ofstream, you should use A. The insertion operator. B. Seek. C. Write Q. D. Put. The correct answer is write Q.